Hi YouTube family, welcome back to Charmaine's Kitchen. A pleasant good evening to each and every one of you. Now that the time changed, the place is nice and bright after I finish work, and it makes me feel so happy because after making dinner I can go outside and take a walk and feel like if it's still early in the day. I'm really looking forward for the good weather. I have a beautiful recipe to share with you all. I went to the store and I find a nice root vegetable, and I decide that I'm gonna make something that will make everyone happy tonight. Let me show you what I have and let's get down to cooking. I came to the store with my husband to pick up some provision for soup, and I saw these beautiful root vegetable. I thought they were Edos, but when I read the sign, they're actually Dasheen, and believe it or not, I don't think I ever cooked Dasheen before. I'm gonna take this home and I will decide when I go home what to make with this. Let me know if you ever cooked Dasheen before and how do you like it. I already had a breadfruit, some ripe plantain, and a few pieces of cassava at home. And I think the best thing to make with these is a nice boil and fry. I didn't have that for a long time. So the Dasheen is beautiful. I have a nice breadfruit. I have 2 pieces of cassava whenever I find nice ones. I usually peel them and leave them in my freezer to add in recipe like these. I pick up a nice cassava in the store, but I forgot to bring it with me. I was so excited about the Dasheen. And I have 2 ripe plantain. This is what we're gonna use to make our boil and fry. In the meantime, I'm peeling up these. I have my salted cod boiling up on the stove. I like to boil it to get out some of that rich salt content, and ever so often I'm gonna flip them, and when you feel that they're falling apart, that means they are ready to remove from this boiling water. I'm also gonna rinse this fish back about a few times before I prepare it. So we're gonna prepare a nice salted fish stew to go with our boil and fry provision. So let me get back to peeling up those vegetables and we will come back to our salted fish. First of all, I'm gonna start peeling up my ripe plantain, and these are very easy to peel. The green plantain can work if you don't have ripe plantain. Today I have some ripe one, and I really love the sweetness of the ripe plantain in the boil and fry. Let me know what you like to eat your boil and fry provision with. My number one thing to eat it with is some stew saltfish or salted fish stew or some fish curry. Those are my 2 favorite things to eat boil and fry with. And check out the Dasheen. This is the first time I'm using Dasheen in boil and fry. I have the same exact look like an Edo, and the inside also look the same. If I didn't see the name, I would say it was a big Edo. And these are very rich in nutrients. These are the food that's very nutritious, and it can keep you up for a very long time. Check out the Dasheen. After I finish peeling it, it is perfect, good inside, and there's no bad spot. So if you ever see Dasheen in the store, give it a try. I believe it cooks just like Edo. Today we're gonna find out. And I'm gonna peel up my breadfruit. I'm so excited for breadfruit because we don't always get good breadfruit here in Canada. They're either too overripe or it's never good inside. My husband is really good in picking breadfruit. For some reason, he always get a good one. I'm gonna cut open this and check to see if it is nice inside. So let's go. A piece of this is gonna go into my boil and fry, and the other half I'm gonna fry up because the kids love it when I fry breadfruit. Some nice seasoned breadfruit. So after cutting it open, it looks good to me. I'm gonna use this piece for my boil and fry, and I will fry the other piece. as soon as I fry it up, it's usually gone quickly. So I'm gonna use the bigger part for the boil and fry. So how I usually do mine is cut off the middle to get rid of some of these tiny holes like on the inside, and then I will go ahead and peel these up. Just like that. And as you can see, this is a good one. I think the peeler will do a better job, so I'm gonna switch to the peeler. And there you have it, breadfruit. And like I mentioned, the peeler is doing a better job. I really like using my peeler for things like these, even when I'm peeling pumpkin or butternut squash. It's so quick and easy. By just looking at this Dasheen, you can tell that it will be a very nice one. I'm already happy about this purchase. Wow. Very, very nice. This is so healthy and good for us. And I'm a big fan of Edo, so anything connected to Edo, I am there right in the front of the line. So I'm gonna cut them nice and big so when they boil, they're gonna still stand up, but I like when they're soft as well. I'm gonna cut the breadfruit about this size big. And I'm gonna cut my plantain about this size here. And this will go in the pot to boil almost when all the provision is halfway cooked. So into the pot with some hot water, I'm gonna add some salt in here. Add provision and let it cook until nice and tender. So while my provision is cooking up, I'm gonna go ahead and cut up all these fresh ingredients for my salted fish. So my Dasheen is cooked nice and soft. I remove it from the water because the breadfruit still needs some more time. And I'm gonna add my ripe plantain now so this can cook and soften up as well. Some duff can go nice in this boil and fry provision, but because this is a heavy meal, I didn't add any duff today. I have all my seasoning here for the salted fish. We're gonna put this together and make a nice juicy salted fish stew. So we're gonna add onions. You can use white onion as well. Fry your onions until it is translucent. Add salted fish into the pan and give it a good mix. Add tomatoes and add as much as you like. The tomato will help to give a nice beautiful color and add a nice juiciness to the salted fish. I like to add some tomato paste, or in this case I'm adding tomato puree. It usually takes the dish to another level, adds a nice tanginess and a beautiful color. So this is looking good. It's almost done. I'm gonna add my green onions and my hot pepper. The cilantro will be the last thing going in the pot. It looks good already. It smells nice. And I'm sure you guys are feeling hungry. When was the last time you had some stewed salted fish? I like to go in with some grated garlic in here because it adds a lot of flavor, like right before it finishes. I'm gonna do about 3 cloves of garlic. Mix in the garlic well and cook to your desired done. A little bit of lime or lemon juice goes very nice in here. I'm going to add half of a lemon to balance off that nice salted fish flavor. And just like that, the salted fish is done. I'm going to add my cilantro. I like to add it right at the end because when you overcook this, you're going to lose all the flavor of that beautiful herb in there. It goes very nice with some bake as well, and it goes very nice with some dal and rice. I love to have some stewed saltfish with dal and bake as well. Let me know what you guys think about it. I can eat it just as it is with some nice hot rice. I like to fry up my boil and fry with butter because the butter adds so much flavor to the provision. Sometimes I add half butter, half coconut oil, and it also gives a nice flavor. So into the butter, I'm gonna go in with some finely crushed green seasoning. I have onion, cilantro, thyme, I have pepper, and I have green onions, a good portion in here. Fry up the green seasoning in the butter for about 1.5 minutes or so. Add enough salt to taste and give it a good mix. Depends on how I'm feeling. I like to add a little bit of turmeric into my mixture. It gives a beautiful color, a nice flavor, and turmeric is also good for us. Add provision and give it a good mix or a nice toss. And to mix this up, I like to shake it up like that. So all those beautiful flavors can coat our boil and fry nicely. At this point, you want to have your stove on medium to low heat and just mix everything in well. And look how beautiful that is. You can see the seasoning well coated here. It smells so beautiful. I love the color of the turmeric here. You can also do this with a little bit of tomato paste and have it in a different color as well. I can't wait to dig in. How about you guys? This is my beautiful boil and fry. Are you guys ready for some? So I have here some cayenne pepper, salt, oregano, and some roasted garlic pepper. I'm gonna season my breadfruit and fry it up nice and hot. These are so delicious and I love them sometimes for breakfast or snack time or even at dinner time with a scrambled egg and a nice cup of tea. Combine the seasoning well, add it to the thinly sliced breadfruit and give it a good mix. Make sure all the pieces are well coated. I like to go in with my hands and give it a good mix so we can coat every single piece of this breadfruit. You can do this with green seasoning as well. Today I'm just adding some dried seasoning to avoid the oil from splattering up. So I'm gonna start frying my seasoned breadfruit. Fry until these are done. And here is my spread for tonight. I have my fried breadfruit here with a nice dipping sauce. I have my beautifully done stew salted fish. Looks amazing. Matthew is gonna make some guacamole to go with their breadfruit chips, and this is my boil and fry. Everything looks so beautiful. I'm gonna plate it up and let you all know how it tastes. And here is my plate and I can't wait to dig in. Let's get in there. And to all my viewers and all my provision lovers, saltfish lover, breadfruit lover, I have it all here for you. This is my spree. Matthew said I have a feast here going on. He made some guacamole to go with the fried breadfruit. And I'm gonna dig in for my Dasheen first of all. Never made it in boil and fry, and look how nice and white it's cooked in the inside. Actually better than some Eddos. Wow, it is so soft. You can mash it up here, like take your fork and mash it like that, and then add a little bit of the salted fish stew. Just perfect. Really, really delicious. Salted fish is my absolute favorite. And I forgot to pray. Thank you, Lord, for this meal. Bless it and help it to be nutritious to my body. Cleanse it, sanctify it, and bless those who don't have. And for the breadfruit, right here like that. And a little bit of turmeric that I add to the provision. Really highlight it a lot. And turmeric is also good for us. So much flavor here. And on this plate, there is many different things. The salted fish stew is so juicy, so delicious, so flavorful. And you guys know the ripe plantain will add a nice sweetness in here. Sweet potato also go nice with this meal, but I had enough provision and I didn't want to add any extra. And guys, for my breadfruit chips, I'm gonna taste some with Matthew's guacamole for the viewers. Did you guys hear that crunch? You can make it any which way you like. You can make it crunchy. You can make it softer, but my kids love it like chips like this. And the guacamole is very good to go with it. So healthy and so nice. I'm gonna try some with this dip. This is like a salsa. Matthew? Which one you like it best with?
What?
Which one of the salsa or the avocado?
Mine.
Huh?
Mine.
Just avocado?
Yeah.
The avocado is the healthier version. The salsa is not bad because it's tomato, onions, and vinaigrette and things like that. But any one of the two, if you like yours a little bit more on the tangy side, the salsa will go for you. If you like your dip more on the creamy side, the avocado is perfect. So today I'm very happy to be having a feast, as Matthew said, with so many things here. It is delicious, guys. I wish if you can join me. I wish if I can put a mouthful each in your mouth to taste all this goodness that I'm having right now. I hope I inspired somebody to cook stew, salted fish, and some boil and fry, and some breadfruit chips. I want to say good night. Love you guys. Take care. Bye for now.